Alright, good morning class. As usual, we start with the class. Teacher send the link to you already. Okay, I send the link again. Okay, Andres. Okay, alright, I send the link again. I will share screen. I hope that you will join and then you can start to play the game while waiting for the rest of your friends to join us. Okay, alright. Okay, right, just start already, Okay, you can start joining and you can start Right? Alright, so teacher would like to wish congratulations to those who have won. Actually, um, okay, wait, okay, actually, right, this one, the word very, teacher taught it, and asked you all to join, but I think most of you still not very familiar with all those words, okay, so today, I think, it's better to show that, some see, question 3, alright, those that answer, only one correct, okay, question 4, all correct, very confused, you do not know what word, and then question 5 also, okay, then but the funny thing, I did this with my form 4 as well, all of you got this correct, the last question, very stupid. All got correct, just now when teacher do with my form 4 also like that. Why you all know this idiotic, yeah, if it's very stupid, it's idiotic. Somehow, this question 20, everybody got correct. Okay, question 17, very happy. I think it's because you didn't know that you're supposed to pick a few answers. That's why I think that one you didn't get it correct. Okay, this one, only one wrong. Okay, never mind. Teacher would like, actually, today, right, teacher would like to teach you this, teacher will go to review this again, how to use the word very, because students usually use a lot of very. If you review the questions, right, you will see very boring, because I've noticed that, in your speaking yesterday, I viewed through. Hold on, hold on, ask my assistant to take over, okay? Okay, teacher assistant take over,
Okay, hello everyone. Can you guys hear me? All right. So I'm teacher Mac. So back to the quizzy earlier. All right. Back.
but sorry. Alright, okay. Right, sorry, because actually, now we are having, a ceremony for teacher who are going to give us. Some of them got transfer, but due to the form 5, they are here until then, because now the SPM is going on, so there will be 5 teachers going off, so we are giving them the ceremony. Okay, so teacher continue, with the sharing. Okay, very boring, because a few of you still be using very boring, right? So next time when you want to think of the word very boring, maybe you can say down. Okay, it will be very dull. It will be dull. Okay, we have to change the word. Okay, then after that, our teacher go through this, because I realize, you are very weak with the word very noisy. Definitely deaf, right? Definitely. Okay, I straight away tell you the rest. Okay, serene, very calm, serene. Others is very difficult. When you are very difficult, you say others, especially if you say those questions, you're facing some difficulty in your life. Okay, sluggish means very slow. Okay, right, then is very poor. Actually, the answer is, destitute. This one. Why, T-U-T-E. You're supposed to write T-U-T-E, then it will be correct already. Destitute. not destituted race, destitute. Very poor is destitute. Okay. Then very confused is perplexed. Okay, I like this word. Okay, perplexed. Actually, you can view one of the teacher online. Teacher taught this in my last class with my SPM online with the IU. So you can look at it. Okay, very clean, spotless. Okay, so far so good. There are three of you answered spotless. Okay, then very short. Actually, this one, I think most of you are thinking of very short as in tall and short. But this one actually is the length of speaking. So very short is brief. If you very long-winded, you speak one point, you speak like what turning round the bush or that's called long-winded, beating the bush. Didn't go straight to the point. Very difficult others. Okay, others. Right. Okay, not distraught one. Not distraught. Then very afraid there are two. One is because teacher are using adjective, it's not ing. After this one, we're going to learn this. You are using the past tense or the ing. But for adjective, actually it will be the ed. Alright? Very afraid, terrified, or petrified. Okay? Very quick. Okay, there are a few. Very quick. Alright? Brisk, swift, fast, rapid. Okay? Arid means very dry. Very dry is arid. Very bad, awful. Very good. Answer. Got it. Awful, awful, awful. Actually, there are a lot. Alright. Awful. Then, very smart. Okay, very smart. Okay, you got it right. Got very funny, hilarious, amusing, and humorous. Okay, very upset. Okay, this is the one destitute, very poor. Okay, distraught is very sad. So next time you're very sad, you can say distraught, you can say depressed, you can say despondent. If forlorn means you are extremely extreme already if under forlorn. Okay. Okay, very sad, sorrowful. Okay, I asked my daughter this one. She gave me the word sorrowful. Actually, very sad. They will have other words as well to show that you're very sad, like just now, like that. Depressed. Okay, like what teacher mentioned just now is also very sad. Not just this word. Very sad can be more than that. You can say upset. You can say like just now lah. Very sad is forlorn is the end is the extreme part. Okay. Alright, then you have very ugly, hideous, very dirty is filthy. Okay, remember, this one you should remember. I taught you this one in your form 4. Very dirty, filthy. Okay, very happy. All these are different. Okay, delighted is okay. You're very happy, delighted. Aesthetic is more than that. You're more than delighted. It's aesthetic. Okay, of course, if the highest level is exuberant, okay, very extremely, okay, alright. Then very rich is wealthy, correct. Very slow, sluggish, okay. Very stupid, all of you got it idiotic. Okay, I think you all remember this very well. Okay, teacher would like to teacher would like to teach today lesson okay, teach you today lesson. Okay, today we are going to learn this. Okay, if it's too noisy, right? Teacher will okay. Oh, okay. Or maybe teacher teach another one first. Because this is very important for you. I think I teach something more relaxing. Okay, I open another one. I think at the story at the staff room a bit. Teacher open another one for you, which is more fun. Okay. Alright. So let's play a game. Okay. Okay. So I want you to type at the chat box. Okay, with play this very game, okay? Just now you play the very game. Now did you play again with you? But this time round, I want you to type at the chat box. If you look at all these words, right? They have exact, you have obese, you have cynic, you have indolent, you have eager, you have frequently. Okay? Have you all played this? No, right? Because I see like most of you do not know how to answer. I did this with my form 4 that day. Okay? So terrified, pungent, enduring, apprehensive, unyielding, and gaunt. So where do you think the word very lazy? Very lazy is which word? Can you type in the chat box? Which word is very lazy? Okay, after this, wait, Amza is not in. Okay, Amza, where are you? Okay, yes, very lazy. What is the answer? Can you type in the chat box, all of you? No answer. Anyone? Is the answer for very lazy? Or teacher's line is too slow? Okay, teacher refresh again my line. Yes, Savannah. Oh, very good. Indolent, that's right. Okay, correct. The word is indolent. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Very fat. Which word shows very fat? Which word is very fat? Okay, tell me, which word is very fat? Can you type at the chat box? Very fat? Which word? Yes, correct. Above is obese. That's where you get obesity. Okay? So if you want to say someone very fat, okay, you can say he's obese. He's very fat. Okay? At least you don't say he's very fat. I think people don't like that word. Okay, let's move on. Very afraid. Okay, just now you have that word. Okay, very afraid. I think now you should know which word is very afraid. Which word is very afraid? Yes, no answer. I I thought some of you already typed. Yes, Akma, terrified. Okay, okay. How about the next one? Very accurate. Okay, very accurate. Okay, very accurate. Yes, very good. Akma is very good. Akma, did you follow teacher class for this the day the SVM? I think if you follow exactly, will be very good. I think a few of you actually follow my class that day. Okay, very accurate, exact. Okay, very smelly. Come on, very smelly. Okay, you need to know all these words in our class because it's your level, your B2 level. You cannot still be using the normal words. Okay, which one do you think is very smelly? Which word do you think is very smelly? Yes, very smelly. Yes, well, Akma is good, Adil is good. Oh, Kamudi. I saw Kamudi name. So glad to see you. Where is Raylan? Where is Andreas? Okay, Panjan, very good. Clarissa, also wrote Panjan, Savannah, Ainin, Adil, Akma, good. Okay, Panjan, when it's very smelly. If you want to describe the dirty toilets, or you want to when you're passing the garbage truck or the dumping area, you can say it smells pungent. Okay? Okay, very smooth. What do you call very smooth? This one is really like you put oil into it to make the thing smooth. Okay? You don't like to open your door and your door go cracking sound, cracking something. So normally you boil it. Okay, so that situation. Okay, what do you say? Any idea? Any idea? Okay, I think this one a bit not usual, right? Okay, actually the answer is slick. Okay, slick. Okay, move on. Very you're very willing. Some of you, I ask you to do certain things, you're very reluctant. Alright? If I don't force you, you won't do it. Okay, you're reluctant. Like now coming to class, some of you are very reluctant. And I keep on have to encourage you. Some of you just what very willing, happy to learn English. You'll be the first there. Okay? Teacher said 10 o'clock, you 9:45 already there. See? You're very willing to learn. So what word is that? Yes? Yeah, very good. Eager. Okay, I'll go to the next one. Very nervous. You all like to say that. I'm nervous, I'm nervous, I'm nervous. Very nervous. Now you're very nervous. I'm sure when you're asked to do presentation, you're very nervous. Or you go for interview, you also might be very nervous. You sit for exam, you might be very nervous. So what's another word to say very nervous? Yes? Any word? Very nervous? Very nervous. Nervous? Any word? Okay. I think most of you do not know. Now I'm typing. Using the apps. Okay, Akma got it. Akma, you're using the very good apps. Yeah, it's apprehensive. Alright. Not comprehension. It's apprehensive. When you said no, he is apprehensive because he will be seeing a dentist later. Something like that. Sometimes you're very nervous, right? When you see dentist because you don't know what happened to your teeth and you are afraid of the pain. Okay, so very nervous. Okay, go on. Very tall. Okay, very tall. You can describe the building very tall, or you want to describe the tree very tall, or you want to describe something very tall. So which word you use to describe very tall? Okay. Yes. Yes. Kelvody. Any answer, Kelvody? Oh, got answer already. Eileen. Oh, Adil, Eileen, Kelvody. Kelvody, you never ask Raylan and Andres to join? Okay, not down, no, not down, not down. Okay, let's go on. Very thin, yes. Very thin is count. Okay, very thin. I think Asian, we have very thin uh, people. Normally, if you go to the overseas, right, most of them are very okay obese. You say obese, okay? They are full of fat. Somehow because they have to go through winter, and winter the fat is like another layer for them to keep warm. Okay, so that's the different environment that we lived in. Okay, so we go to the next one. It seems like now it's more calm. Okay, now it's more calm. Right, so teacher just quickly review the rest of the 10 because teacher actually prepared 24. Teacher just quickly review the rest. I'm not going to ask you, but I hope that you will review to this slide again because I think it's very relevant to you. Okay, like very wise. So you have the word sage. Alright, those people who is full of wisdom, they will be called sages. Okay, very detailed. Okay, I think we have to be very detailed at times. Okay, what do you call that? Meticulous. Alright, you need to be very detailed when you do your mathematics. Okay, you cannot afford to write a 6 that look like a 0 or a 1 that look like a 7. Okay, you need to be very meticulous. Okay, and certain things, especially if next time you want to be a doctor or you want to be a surgeon, I think you need to be very detailed. Okay, because you are dealing with life. Okay, if you missed out, let's say this particular patient have allergic to certain medicine, but you didn't know about it, cannot. Okay, so you need to be very detailed. but don't be perfectionist. That is very hard to live with. Okay, next, very calm. So, serene. Very loud. Just now you have done it. Deafening. Very poor. Also another one. Destitute. Just now I think Akma, is it? Akma or who? Alright, it's a TE, yeah? Very tired. I think you'll like this word. Okay, but most of you will know it as fatigue or exhausted because those are the words introduced to you. Acceptable. If you want to say, I'm exhausted after the sport day, after the activity. Okay, okay, very tired. Okay, another word for that will be lethargic. Okay, lethargic is also very tired. Fatigue, acceptable. Exhausted, also acceptable. Okay, as long as you don't write they're very tired. Okay, next, very slow. I think sluggish. Okay, sluggish. You know there's an animal called slug. 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 Okay. Slug is a type of snail without the shell that are called slug. Okay. Next, very scared. Very scared and very afraid is quite similar. Okay, so you can use terrified or you can use this as petrified. Okay, very scared. This one very confused. Okay, it's good to learn this word because in many situations we are very confused. When people, this teacher give this instruction, another teacher give another instruction, you are confused. Okay, then sometimes someone teach like that, another person say another thing, then you are confused. So when you are very confused, what do you say? Is perplexed. Okay, I like this word, perplexed. But make sure you say it in ed because it's an adjective. Okay, perplexed. Okay, very love. Okay, I think they are things or people that you treasure very much. Okay, so what do you say about things or this person? So you say adore. Okay, I adore my mother. I adore my grandmother. I adore my pet. Okay, if you really love certain things, you will say adore. Okay, but of course hope that you don't obsess. Obsess is the negative form. It's more than adore. If you obsess with your online game, that's terrible. Okay, you can adore about Smurf and you like Smurf and you start playing the Smurf game, you can adore it. But if until obsessed with it, that is not good. It's a negative habit already. Okay, very exciting. I think you should know this word as well. Exhilarating. Okay, exciting, very exciting. Okay, I think there are certain activities which you think very exciting, so you can use the word exhilarating. Okay, very cool. Last one, freezing. I think this one you know it, but you didn't know, you forgot to use sometime. Okay, so that's it for this very word. Okay, teacher go to the 15 more minutes. Teacher want to give you an introduction about this. This is actually our focus today. Is in your textbook. I cannot remember what's the page, but after learning about relative clause, non-defining clauses, relative clauses is the second grammar that you need to know in Unit 1. It's personal. In Unit 1 is past simple and past continuous. Okay, which I think when you were in Form 4, I think you're very confused about this. Okay, hopefully after this, you are enlightened, no more perplexed. Okay, all right. Let's look at this. Can see right? Okay. Uh, okay. Okay. This one forming a past simple and past continuous. Teacher just explained to you for the time being. We won't move on to the activity yet. Forming a past simple and past continuous. If Amza is here, I will ask Amza to read. But too bad. Today you just need to listen to my voice. Or maybe I can ask my helper to read. Can you read? Oh, wait. When you read, right, I have to wait. teacher have to share another type of screen. Okay, yes. Can you see?
Hmm.
It's not seeing the full screen, right? Seeing the full screen.
Indeed.
Huh? You're seeing the full screen? I'm sharing the full screen, is it? I think I just want to share application window. Okay, alright. Okay, so I ask Cikgu Mac to read for us. Can you read?
How simple.
Can see? Cannot see.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Irregular verbs, verb plus ed. He worked late last night. Irregular verbs, unique past tense. I bought a new horror story book yesterday.
Okay, I think this is. I think you know about all the irregular verb, right? Give, get, given, think, thought, thought, then, buy, bought, bring, brought. I think those are irregular verb. The rest of it just add ed. Okay, about 80% of our verb we add the ed. Okay, I better put myself up so that you will see my face. Okay, all right. So let's move on to the next one. All right. So the next one is past continuous. Okay. Hey, sorry. All right. Let's have Cikgu Mac to read for us.
Past continuous. All verbs. Was, were, plus verb plus ing. He was working late last night. I was buying a book when I saw the lady yesterday.
Okay, class. Teacher have already told you that if you're using ing, always go with the verb, right? Ing cannot exist alone. Ing have to go with is, are, was, were. But since we are focusing on the past, therefore it's was and were. Okay, remember ing have to go with is, are, was, were. But if you're focusing on the past, so was and were. So he was working last night. Okay, I was buying a book when. So we are using the complex sentence or the relative clause sentence when I saw the lady yesterday. Okay? Alright, let's move on. How to use a past simple. Okay, let's get back to read.
Something that started and finished at a stated time in the past. They investigated that crime 2 years ago. Past routines and habits. The archaeologists often visited Egypt. Situations or states which are true in the past but are no longer true. Tony believed in ghosts when he was a child.
Alright, so um, you can see that the time is stated. If you talk about past tense, you will realize that past tense is different from perfect tense. Okay, a lot of students got confused. Past tense, they will state the time. Yesterday, last week, uh, just now. Okay, they will state the time. Then you know that you're supposed to use the past simple. If they didn't tell you the time, most probably you have to use the perfect tense. Okay, we will talk about that later. Okay, so here you see stated time. They state the time for you 2 years ago. Okay, uh, okay. If they say the archaeology often visited Egypt, so it's a past routine and habits. It's past. Okay, then this one is no longer true. If they want to tell you something that is in the past but not now, totally believe in ghosts when he was a child. Now he's grown up. I don't think so. Maybe he doesn't really believe in ghosts anymore. Okay, he's not afraid to go to a dark room. Okay, all right. Let's go on. How to use a past simple. Okay, let's have.
Actions that happen one after the other in the past, for example, when telling a story. Dean opened the door of the haunted house, went inside, and walked
Alright, class. Thank you very much. Alright, class. You're looking at teacher, right? Okay, teacher share the screen again. I just want to let you know before, at least you learn something today before we finish today class. Okay. Alright. I want to share application. Okay. So, uh, how to use the past continuous? Okay, I hope you all can see. If can, please type yes, yes, yes there. Okay, you can see. Okay, so alright. So how to use the past continuous? Student always confused. Action that were in progress at a stated time in the past. Does it mean the ing is something is in progress? Like right now, teacher is talking, but one hour later, he was say like, Madam Heidi was teaching at 11 o'clock just now. Was teaching at 11 o'clock just now. Okay, so you are trying to tell the listener at 11 o'clock Madam Heidi was teaching. So the historian was reading a book at 5 o'clock last night. So at that appointed time, the historian was reading a book. It's an in progress activity. Two or more actions that were in progress. If let's say there are two progressing activity going on. So how do you do that? So one, either you two or more actions that were in progress at the same time in the past. So I was watching a spooky program while my brother was doing the laundry. That's mean two actions going on at the same time. You use the word while. Okay, let's move on. There will be later on something different. How to use a past continuous? Okay, how to use a past continuous? Okay, look. The next one is giving background information in the story. Okay, especially when you are in the story, if you're supposed to write a narrative story, maybe you were using the past and you want your reader to be in the story, therefore you use the past continuous as if like they are joining you in the story, like the sun was shining and John was walking in the forest. So when you are telling story like that, it's as if like you're bringing the reader into the story. Walk together with John in the forest. That's why it's a different when you're using ing in your narrative story. Okay, So when you say the sun was shining, so you can imagine the sun shining. Okay, and John was walking in the forest, still walking. Alright, so an action that was in progress in the past that was interrupted by another. Now the word interruption enter. Interruption means that being stopped. Stop means interruption. So you look at here. We were talking about our theory when we observed something remarkable. This means you were doing the talking, but you stopped talking when something interrupts you. Especially like um, I was bathing when the bells ring. When the bell rang. Okay, you are interrupted. Okay, or you were cooking when the telephone rang. You cook. You have to stop cooking because you have to go and pick up the phone. You are being interrupted. Okay, so it shows interruption means something stopped. Okay, I saw Raylan. Hello, Raylan. Very early, 4 more minutes to 11. Okay, you must look at your timetable. Teacher normally follow the timetable, okay? Unless there's something meeting or what, then I will tell you as well. Okay, now how we identify the main verb. We never go to any work today. I just want to introduce to you. Okay, identify the main verb. Okay, we need to know which one is the main verb. Like just now I was saying, my mother was cooking when the phone rang. So actually cooking is the one that she's doing, but the interruption is the phone. Okay? So like this one. Which tense is used? Which sentence is incorrect? Why? Okay. Now you look at A and B, yeah? Tom was wanting. Is it correct? Tom was wanting to find proof to solve the mystery. Tom was looking for proof to solve the mystery. So which one is the correct word? A or B? Class? Can you type at the chat box? A or B? Tom was wanting to find proof to solve the mystery, or Tom was looking for proof to solve the mystery. Which one is the answer? A or B? Yes? A or B? Okay, no answer. Raylan, the latecomers. So, which one is the correct word? The correct sentence? A or B? Okay, got people type. No. Come on. How many is at the how many student there?
13.
13. Okay. All right. Come on, class. 13 of you there out of 23. All right. 10 absentees. Come on. Andres not here. Nabila and Miza share together. Okay. B, huh? Amza say B. All right. Yes, B is the correct one. Okay. Past continuous. Sentence A. Tom wanted, not wanting. If you want that one, if you want to choose sentence A, is Tom wanted to find proof to solve the mystery. Okay? This one Tom was looking. That means it's at the process of looking. Okay? But Tom wanted to find. Okay? The mystery. Okay? A lot. Okay? You have written B. Okay, let's have the next one. Choose the correct word. Okay, which one is the correct one? Peter wasn't watching or didn't watch a scary program at 7 o'clock yesterday. Which one? Which one is the answer? Wasn't watching or didn't watch? Okay, this is the last question. Teacher is going to pose here. Okay, so which one is the answer? Wasn't watching or didn't watch? Yes, which one, class? Peter didn't watch a scary program at 7 o'clock yesterday. Oh, Amza said didn't watch. Any more? Okay, I should post the didn't watch. Then the next one, Alfred Hitchcock was directing many remarkable films, or Alfred Hitchcock directed many remarkable films. Is it doing it? Wasn't watching. Okay, was he watching? There's a contradict answer, right? Two answers. Okay, good. After our teacher will reveal the answers to you. Okay, the next one. Okay, I try to answer the one before we finish class. Okay, every year, Pat bought or was bringing me a mysterious box, and we eat together. We were opening or we opened it together. I wasn't watching. Most of you are two say wasn't watching. Okay. All right. Should I reveal the answer? Okay. I think okay. Marshall give directed, bought, open. Okay. All right. Directed. Okay. Winifred say directed. Okay. Maybe I should give the answer lah. Only for this one. Some more. Okay. Peter wasn't watching a scary program at 7 o'clock yesterday. Why you use wasn't watching? Because it is stated 7 o'clock yesterday. So it should be something that's happening then at 7 o'clock yesterday. Okay? Okay, that's why you're not using the past past simple, but you're using the ing, the past continuous, because it's take the time. Okay, next, this one, most of you I think correct. Directed, because already finished, already completed, not doing it. Okay, already finished, directed many remarkable films. Okay, then this one, every year, Pat brought me a mystery gift and we opened it together. Okay, very good. I think most of you got it. Okay, all right, very good. All right, so we will continue in our next lesson. Alright, we will still focus on this one, and you can look at your textbook to know more about this past simple and simple and past continuous. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you. See you next week. Okay, bye. Thank you for being with teacher.